Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. Excited to be here today. I learned about the event 2 hours ago, so if I start bombing and crying, you guys will know why. But yeah, for context, I'm one of the co-founders of Lunchbreak. Our company legal name is Big Whale Labs, and my co-founder, who's not here today, he goes by Borodutch on Farcaster. He's kind of the village troll there. But we've been kind of working together since college, which was 12 years ago. I'm old. And we built one of the first Bitcoin price tracking apps on iOS together when we were freshmen. And at the time, there was no coin market cap. It was really hard to actually track Bitcoin prices. And then we got some grants from BTCE, and then they decided to rug us, which kind of kickstarted our crypto journey. For the last 2.5 years, Borodutch and I have been working on cryptography and zero knowledge. And we decided to lobotomize ourselves and work on SocialFi. So here we are today. So what's Lunchbreak? Lunchbreak is a SocialFi app. We just launched yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So our public beta is live. And the domain is lunchbreak.com, so please go and try the app. And what it is basically a SocialFi app that is married to a creator/expert marketplace. Whenever I say expert marketplace, people usually think of GLG or Alpha Sites or these old, companies, most often in New York, hiring new grads, spamming people on LinkedIn. But I think my thesis is that the next great marketplace will be on-chain, and SocialFi and using speculation to drive attention is the best way to bootstrap new types of marketplaces. And so the main core thesis of Lunchbreak is that we're putting your calendar and inbox on-chain. That pays. Your attention is valuable. Nowadays, I have 20 messaging apps, from Telegram to Signal to WhatsApp to Facebook Messenger, endless amounts, and the amount of spam has exponentially increased over time. And with Sam Altman, creating GPT-4 and now GPT-5, my expectation is that the amount of spam is going to continue to exponentially increase over time. So on Lunchbreak, we're here to kind of fight spam and also make sure your attention is not necessarily gatekept, but protected from bots, from people trying to shill you things, etc. And so what we've built is a mechanism that allows anybody to set up an on-chain bounty for your attention. And we're starting with messages, replies, as well as 15-minute time slots or calls. But basically, you can set a bounty for yourself, let's say $5 if you're me, or $1,000 if you're Ted. And basically allows you to kind of price your time and set a bounty for your time. So think of it kind of like on-chain, intro.co, Alpha Sites, LinkedIn, InMail, except now the actual value system is aligned with the user. Like, for example, on LinkedIn, anybody can pay LinkedIn to message anybody, and basically all that money goes to Microsoft. But with Lunchbreak, we're aligning those incentives from the person that sends the message to the platform to the user. And you can earn everything is transacted on base Ethereum for now. But essentially, you can earn a lot of Ethereum for your time and attention. We also have a SocialFi feature to what we're doing, and we're calling them lunch tables and seats. Essentially, what this is similar to other SocialFi products. You can monetize creator tokens. We're calling them lunch seats that grant you access to somebody's inbox. And what this is meant for is essentially another added layer that acts as a staking and reputation layer for who you actually think is going to be popular, or who you think has a lot of value for their time, or it might be your friends or colleagues that you want to support. You can buy seats. You can also lock them up to kind of signal, hey, I'm not going to sell this person's seat because I believe that they're worth talking to. And this basically creates signal value for the other side of the marketplace, which is, buying one-time passes to chat with somebody or buying calls, etc. And you can support your favorite people essentially by buying and holding their seat. We're adding other types of features to this, including things like burn mechanisms, things like packs, etc., to gamify it. But essentially, this is kind of our version of putting people on bonding curves. On-chain rev share. So essentially, we've also built an on-chain rev share mechanism that allows you to not only earn from monetizing your time or attention, but bringing people that are valuable to the network to Lunchbreak. And so we've built this on-chain. Essentially, anybody that invites a user to the platform earns lifetime commission from any amount of money that your referrers earn or spend on the platform. And this further allows us to align the incentives between people that are growing the network, people that are using the network, and people that are earning from the network. And we think this is much more aligned than just points, point share, some of the other meta that we've seen in the market. Which brings me to our points program as well. We also do have a points program, don't get me wrong. Stacks, wherever you guys are, we'll talk to you later. I think points also aligns incentives with your community and network. But for us, we decided to build a mechanism where you can earn points, you can earn Ethereum, and also if you try the app in the next week, you can earn higher tokens and farther tokens as well. But essentially, we're aligning incentives across the stack. We just launched yesterday, but we have a lot of features. We are going to launch calls next week so that people can book time on your calendar, as well as broadcast channels, integrating on-chain credentials and different earning opportunities, along with better creator tooling. Let me just show you guys what it looks like. So essentially, this is our app. Very simple to get started, either on desktop or mobile PWA. So this is what our app looks like today. Basically, you have profiles, you have leaderboards, you have different ways of looking at activity. Profiles are very simple. Let me click on Rob's profile. As you can see Rob's profile. He's linked his Warpcast account. I could see who's sitting at his lunch table. I could either interact with Rob by buying a seat at his table or buying like a 24-hour chat pass by clicking on this message button. We also have a bunch of frames that we launched with, if anybody's familiar with Farcaster. And so we have our leaderboard, as well as, let's see, profiles that can be both presented as OG images on platforms like Twitter or Discord, or they can be represented as frames. And any Farcaster user can interact with your profile via frame. They don't actually need to sign up to Lunchbreak. And looks like soon we'll have to launch on Twitter and Solana now that they launched a Frames competitor. But yeah, essentially you can interact with Frames. You can interact with us through the website. We're looking at different rails to bring on more users. We might integrate with the Telegram ecosystem so that you can prevent spam, etc. And yeah, essentially that's Lunchbreak in a nutshell. Does anybody have any questions?